All right, quick video. A couple of my truck driver buddies and my co-workers been asking me about my radio, what I got, how I put it in here. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick, do a rundown, and at the same time, I haven't done a video in a while, so I'll upload this to YouTube. If you're a company driver, like a lot of us out here, and you drive an 06 or newer Pete, then you're familiar with this right here. They all look the same. All 2006 or newer Peterbilts, except for like the 589s. They all look like this inside. So, you might pick up a few tips and tricks. This is about the 10th one of these Pete's I've driven, and I put a radio in all of them, so. Let's get it started. That's a Striker SR955 HP. Awesome radio, one of my favorite radios I run in my work truck because it has a lot of cool features like scan. You can scan only certain channels. You can take out all the channels that you don't want it to scan. Anyways, there's a lot of cool features. If you guys want to learn more about the radio, there's a lot of good videos that'll go into all the features for you guys. I'm not going to get into all that right now. This truck did not come with a radio, brand new, but it did come with those posts there, so that made that pretty simple, power and ground. If you do hook up to that and you start feeling like you're getting engine noise and all that, means you got a bad ground. Most of the trucks, this one was good. Most of the trucks that I've installed this stuff in, I usually run my own power straight from the battery and ground to the main ground bolt that's under the hood on the frame. It's where the engine is ground to, and that's the best place you could put a ground in a Peterbilt truck, because these bodies are not made from steel. They're some type of composite alloy or whatever. So if you try to ground to the body of the truck, you're gonna get a crappy ground. Best thing to do is run your wire down, and see if I'll show you that. This piece, you guys probably know, that pops right out. You can undo this main piece that the CB radio is mounted on. Sometimes you might have a housing there with a Cobra 29 in it. Sometimes you don't. This one was easier because it didn't have a radio at all. And so I just took some self-tapping screws, zapped them right onto that piece right there, and slapped my radio in. This truck also came with the coax. It came with co-phase coax for 2 antennas, but these stock coax are real crappy. So they have crimp-on connectors, and they go bad fast, and they're little tiny crappy coax anyway. So I've learned that easiest way to do it is I just put my own coax. Now I popped it out a little bit so you can see. Hopefully I can get some good lighting on there. Maybe not. Nah, dang it. But basically, anyways, I'll pop it out a little bit more. There's my coax. I just popped it inside this in between the window here, in between the windshield, the split windshield. You can pop that right in there, and you can't even see it. So that way I could run good coax, and I could run power, and I don't got to worry about my coax because I put it in. I don't got to worry about having a crappy connection. And then what I did is I just ran it back here along the dash, and as you can see, it pops out right there. I put a little notch in the weather strip. It comes up, goes out right there, zip tied it to the mirror. It doesn't pinch right here. There's a point right here in the corner. The door doesn't, there's a big gap in the door. And this is a brand new, this is a 2014 Peterbilt 388 day cab. So it's not an old truck. And like I said, the coax go bad. I mean, this truck's only, you know, got 89,000 miles on it. Baby, this truck's brand new, basically. And I wouldn't trust those coax. It gets rusted out. So I put my own. As you can see, I got the heavy duty stud mount in there. And then I got a quick disconnect. And I'll do another video and show you why I got that. And that right there is a skip shooter 3-foot antenna. It's not a Fire Stick. Company's called Skip Shooter, and I'm actually going to do a video reviewing that antenna because I like it so much. And you guys are probably going, oh man, you got that cool radio and you got that little fiberglass antenna. Watch my review over it and you'll see why I have that. Now, the quick disconnect is a Hustler quick disconnect. I can just push on it, pop it right off. You put that piece in your mount and tighten that on separately. Don't tighten it on with this on because you'll break it. So you put it on and you tighten that piece separately. Then you put this piece on your antenna and tighten that on. Then you can just pop it right on. Boom, and you're ready to go. The reason I have that, so that I can switch antennas. I got one on there too, and I can switch antennas, but that antenna is real big. And if I'm working in a residential area, I primarily pull an end dump trailer with this truck. I also do flatbed, tanker, aluminum end dump trailer. But mostly I got this steel rock trailer on here. Sometimes I have to work in residential neighborhoods or up in the mountains where I have low clearance. And I've already broken antenna. Maybe I'll show you that one too when I do the review of the skip shooter antenna. I've already broken antenna, snapped it right in half. So that's why I have the two antennas. This one's only 3 feet and it's only 25 bucks. So I don't have to spend another, you know, break another $100 antenna is not exactly something that I want to do. So real simple and easy. Run your power and ground. Best way to do it is from the battery. This, I haven't had any issues. This is actually the first time that I've used the post, the power and ground posts that are in the truck. First time. All the other times I ran it to the battery. It's the best way to do it. But I haven't had any issues with this. Now, what I did have to do though, let me tell you, is I had to replace the fuse that's down here behind the clutch in that little door back there. Because this radio draws more amps. I believe there's like a 5 amp fuse, even though there's a I don't know, there's a 5 amp fuse that's on the power cord, and I never blow that one. But first time I plugged this radio into those posts and I keyed up, popped the fuse down here. So there is a fuse for CB radio if you use that those posts. There is a CB radio fuse. Also, some radios, some trucks don't have the posts, but they do have the a wire for the inside here. You can look in there and you'll find a plug, and it'll actually have a label on it, and it'll say CB. So you can plug into that. Again, I usually have issues with those, and I run it straight from the battery, and then you're still gonna have to replace the fuse. Now I have a 15 amp fuse down here in the fuse box, and the one that's in the power cord for the radio, I believe, is a 5 amp fuse. Not positive, but I'm pretty sure. I never changed it. That's the one that came with the radio and the power cord. So that's it. Zip your radio on, because if you're putting a big radio in and you have a Cobra 29 in your truck ready, it's not gonna fit. They're not the same mount. These are bigger. A couple self-tapping screws. Zip that sucker right on there. Pop the radio in, power and ground, coax cable, and a mount, antenna. Tune your antenna in. You can. There's plenty of videos on that. I also have a external speaker that I put up here. I just ran this wire. Usually I got it tucked in. I pulled it out so you guys can see it, and I ran it up inside here. This comes out. This whole piece If you there's screws inside these visors holders. You unzip that, you pop this light out, and there's a couple screws right there. Those are T-stars. I believe they're T27 Torx. Pop that sucker right out. Then you could run, if you want, you could use this other coax. Maybe I'll do a video. They have these FME connectors where one side of the coax will thread off so that you can fish it through the hole. These pop out, there's no screws. You can actually just take your hand and pop this out. You move this weather stripping and you can pop out this side molding right here. Then if you want, you can use one of those FME coaxes and feed it through the tube, the mirror mount, if you want to do it that way. This is just the quick and easy way I've found to do it. It works great, and I don't got to do all that. I've done it before. Doesn't make any difference, so I just did it. And then what I did with the extra coax, because you're going to have extra, is I just stuffed it down here. There's a hole, and I stuffed it down into there. You don't want to coil up your coax or zip tie it together and bunch it up. You just want to let it, you know, do what it wants to do. Don't coil it up. You're going to create a choke. So my microphone is a CR577 RF limited microphone. It has the tone control and the volume on the back. This is awesome ceramic insert. Sounds awesome. Let's see if I could hello, test 1 2. Audio test. Got a little echo in there because I'm a truck driver. Gotta have that. Truck driver trademark echo with the Striker 955 HP ceramic 577 RF limited microphone. And that's what it sounds like. Testing 1 2. Test test test. Breaker breaker breaker. And there we go. I'll do another video, like I said, to review this skip shooter antenna, because I didn't find anything when I tried to do some research. So there's a quick overview of what I got going on in the dump truck here. 2014 Peterbilt 388. And yeah, there's the car there. You guys seen that? I don't even have a radio in there right now. Need to get back on it. So there's that. And I'll do another video showing you what else I got in the truck. But this is just a quick overview, so I can help a couple of my buddies out, put their radios in and get them up and running. It ain't no fun. It ain't no fun having a big old radio that you can hear far and talk far if you're the only one that has one, and you can't talk to anybody. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Keep on trucking. See me on the road. Hear me on the airwaves. Got down.